Alright, today we're going to do a little shooting, and we're going to be testing out a Savage Model 110, and we're going to chronograph it. We're going to check the extreme spread, we're going to check the standard deviation, and we'll check for grouping. Now we're shooting a cartridge overall length of 2.955 with 147 grain ELD M bullet with 48.5 grains of 4350 IMR with a 215 Federal primer. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this 6.5, and so we're going to give it a day in court. Alright, went ahead and got her zeroed at 200 pretty good. And y'all saw that the velocity, the deviation is a little bit excessive. She may not like this 4350, or maybe we need to play with the grains, half grain more or less, whatever. But let's go ahead and fire 4 or 5 shots and see what kind of group we get out of it. So, make sure I got my ear pro in. Alright, so the group, you know, it's not that bad. Now you got to think that we're at 200 yards, so a minute of angle rifle would be shooting 2-inch groups. Now we're actually sub MOA on the total group, all 4 shots, but the first 3, the ones that the velocity was closer to each other, you'll see that we're at center of shot to center of shot, 5/8 of an inch, so that's less than half MOA on these 3 shots right here. And then this one, I'm going to call it the last shot. I'm pretty sure it was, but it's also the lowest, and we were 80 feet per second slower on our deviation. That's gonna affect it. But as you can see, even still, that's 3/8 of an inch shy of 2 inches. So we'll call that's right at 3/4 minute angle. It's still sub-minute angle. To be honest with you, even though the powder charge and the load isn't spot on perfect for this rifle and this cartridge, that's still a hell of a good group. And you know, that makes the gun a sub MOA rifle. So I got to give the gun a thumbs up, and the cartridge is looking pretty good, real promising. So let's get back in the reloading room and go over our velocities. All right, we got done testing it out, and as you can see, you know, these are the different velocities I got as I was shooting. And you know, we got as low as 2680 and as high as 2770. So I mean, that's an extreme spread of 90. That's not real good. But once I did the math, and I'm not going to bore you. Let's see, 90 FPS on the extreme spread. I'm not going to bore you with sitting here watching me do all the math and crap. But our standard deviation ended up coming out to 24 FPS, and so the load isn't bad. We're going to tweak it some more. We'll try some different powders and stuff. But all in all, the rifle performed. I mean, y'all saw the groups, even with a load that's, you know, okay for that gun. The groups, it performed well, and you saw that the cartridge, I mean, you can kill everything big enough to die with that. So I would question how well it performed if I was to stretch its legs out with this much extreme spread. You know, the groups might open up some, No, I know it would. But all in all, it did pretty good. I'm gonna end it here. Go get me a beer. I'll see y'all in the next video.